But
So before we start getting into a rant about TikTok, just going to explain who you are quickly, because most of the time people know who people are, but sometimes people just tune in anyway.
Yeah.
So you're a TikTok creator. What's your niche, would you say?
Scuba diving, hence Scuba Diver Joe.
The name gives it away, don't it?
It really does, yeah. Yeah.
So how long have you been on the app for?
About 2 years? 2.5 years?
Yeah, and you've had some problems with how TikTok...
I've had all sorts of problems.
Right, now you can get into it, guys.
I've learned a lot of stuff over the last 2 years. I've gone from gaining followers to losing followers to being banned for 5 months to having content taken down for no reason to finding content that shouldn't be on the app that won't get taken down.
Yeah.
All sorts. Most recently, I put up a video where I put up trigger warnings. I put up a trigger warning 2 days ago. Educational video explaining, I did it on purpose. I wanted to see how the algorithm would react.
Right.
It's not fully accurate. There is another knife that you can get, and I didn't explain everything fully, but I wanted to see how they... And what I did was I showed 2 types of dive knife. So I showed the blade of the knife. I explained at the beginning it's educational. I showed how we would use part of the knife to get us out of a situation. Like if we get caught, we can use it to cut a line or whatever that's caught us or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
At no point in this video did I put any blade towards myself. At no point in this video did I do anything that could be considered self-harm or anything like that.
Yeah. I
just showed the blade, pointed out what the points of the blade were needed, etc., etc. Trigger warning on the video at the beginning saying trigger warning, knives and blades.
Yeah.
And in the description, I said this is an educational video, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Right. Within half an hour, it was taken down. No, half an hour, sorry, 24 hours to take it down. I believe it was a report by a user because it was up for 24 hours beforehand.
Right.
But the algorithm pulls it down instantly because it's been given that response. It was brought down under dangerous acts. Yeah.
See, I've had very, very occasionally I have reported videos. Normally I just block or just ignore it. But there's been a couple of times where someone has tried to name and shame me for some dark humor joke or whatever, and then they've took a picture of my kid from Instagram and put it on TikTok.
Yeah, you said this before, yeah.
Yeah, and I've reported it, and then they've said nothing's wrong with it. So I don't understand how we can get videos removed, and then they remove them, and then we appeal it, and then they say it's okay. Do you know what I mean?
No, exactly. Exactly. And the point is, the algorithm doesn't understand a joke from actual seriousness. For example, it's humor. So like Johnny Vintus, who you know.
Yeah.
I was talking to him yesterday, and he was saying that he used to do stitches, which is why his account was called Johnny Stitches.
Yeah.
And his videos were taken down, but the stitch of the video, the bit that you stitch together, is the bit that has the issue, not your bit.
Yeah.
Yet you get the violation, but the original doesn't.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you think TikTok's getting worse, or it's just staying the same, or getting better?
It's stagnating right now.
Yeah.
It's at that point where it could go either way. But the problem is that I was telling you earlier on that I've learned that Ofcom have a bit of jurisdiction over them.
Yeah, explain that quickly for people, please.
So if you don't know, Ofcom is the regulator. The regulator that regulates TV and radio. Yeah. So let's say Jeremy Clarkson says something on Top Gear, like he did in the past.
Yeah.
And it becomes an issue. 40 people will complain to Ofcom.
Yeah.
That will then go into the media that, oh, so-and-so is complaining about Jeremy Clarkson doing yada, yada, yada. And then 20,000 people who haven't seen the episode will then complain.
Yeah.
Right? Example.
Yeah.
Ofcom have regulations over virtual streaming services, i.e. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, OnlyFans, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And this, I believe, is the only way we can get the app to change, because no one else will take anything seriously enough. If enough people go to Ofcom and say, hey, look, we have complained to TikTok, we have sent them emails, we have done this, they never respond.
Yeah.
The Ofcom's guidelines say that TikTok should respond to these emails. If you email them and say, oh, hey, there's an issue,
You should get a response.
like, you should get a response. It could take, in my opinion, a 2-week response is adequate.
Yeah.
But you don't even get that. When I got banned, we emailed TikTok 40 times and we didn't get one response. We emailed them we emailed their legal email, we emailed their feedback email, we emailed their community manager, we emailed everyone. We didn't get one response.
No.
It took my followers to mass email feedback at my account to get back a year later.
Yeah, that's mad. I told you in Instagram, but for those that don't know, this is an example of TikTok. I got a new phone, so I had a new phone number, and just out of boredom, I made a new TikTok account to back up with the new phone number. I had the account for 4 days. I didn't follow anyone on there. I had about 20 people follow me, and I just posted on the story rather than videos just to make it a bit lively. Do you know what I mean? And after 4 days, it got permanently banned due to multiple violations with no option to appeal it. And it was 4 days old, and I never posted a video on there. So I never had one violation. It got banned for multiple violations. So I don't know what happened there.
I wonder if the algorithm can work out who you are via your face.
What's that? Yeah, maybe.
And that sounds ridiculous, but their AI is very smart, but it's not smart at the same time.
Yeah, the only thing I could think of, the name was Stanblade Backup, and I thought, I wonder if it picked up that it's a Stanblade Backup, and they banned me before, and they don't want a backup. I don't know. Literally, I've done nothing there. It's just an example of how you can actually do nothing and still get banned.
But then you got people like, I don't even like going into this because I don't like causing trouble, fuss, as you know now. But then you got people like Kev Wright.
Yeah.
I know you've done talks about this with James and with other people.
I was just thinking every week it's Kev Wright pops up. I like talking about him. But some people like him, some people
without seeming horrible, I know he'll probably come at me for something if I say something, so I really want to, but I personally think that he has mental health issues.
Yes, definitely.
Underlying. And there are big delusions of grandeur there as well.
Yeah.
And he won't listen to reason. Like with Sam Pepper, like Sam tried talking to him and he wouldn't listen. I can't stand Sam Pepper.
Well, Sam Pepper's not got the best reputation either.
No, I agree with that. But what he said to Kev in that video, in that live, when he was sitting with Kev in the car, was accurate and completely correct. And Kevin was just like, I don't want to listen to this.
Well, I used to talk to Kevin last year, and he was on the live to me, and he said that every time I go to bed, it feels like my brain's swishing around in my head. And he said, I've had MRI scans, I've had this, I've had that, and doctors say there's nothing wrong with me. But every time I try and sleep, it sounds like my brain's swishing around. So then I knew that he was like, had problems then, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And obviously there's loads of rumors on the app, we don't know what's true or not, but if he does like take cocaine and stuff like that, obviously that doesn't bode well when you
the issue I have with it, and this is me backing him up now, is when the issue I have with this TikTok is, okay, we know he may have issues and whatnot, but then you look at people who, like, there are people who went after him the other day in Portsmouth, and they drove down specifically to attack him, and it's like, and actually, he handled it very well. He was very calm. He didn't react to them. He just let them whack him, and he didn't fight back, which is, in my opinion, is a good thing. But the thing is, it's like, if you don't like someone on this app, whether it be because they're pulling in money through gifts, they're pulling in money because, look at Lawrence.
Yeah,
Lawrence is actually a lovely guy. I met him at Talkfest.
Yeah.
You if you don't like someone, the app is made to get gifts. The app is made to give people gifts. The app is made to be subscribed to. The app is made for all these things.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, oh, well, you're exploiting children, aren't you? No, kids should, if parents are allowing their kids to pay for shit, then it's the parents' problem at the end of the day.
That's what I always say. I was like, if you've already got a problem with people gifting, you need to take that with TikTok.
Yeah, and exactly. Like I've seen so many things. Like there are like the video the I don't mind Lawrence and other people like that. The ones that I don't like are the ones who are sitting there pretending to cry on stream. The ones who are going, don't give me this, don't give me that, because they know they get it.
Yeah.
And that's the stuff that should be taken down.
Yeah. Do you remember what Jordan Wheeler was doing?
Exactly that.
Pretending to get stressed every time someone.
Yeah. You see them all the time, like the ones that go, the one with the I'm gonna keep going to 999.99 taps until someone sends me this.
Yeah.
And then you always get on the live and they always seem to be just there.
There's another woman, I don't know if you've seen her, Chelsea Lee Hart or something.
Oh, Chelsea's been going for a long time. She's been going for a long time.
But there's two Chelseas. Anyone that's listening, I'm not getting mixed up. You've got Chelsea Hayward.
Evil Queen Chelsea, I'm thinking of.
Yeah, I'm talking about someone else. This is
okay, right.
Another character. And she left the app and then she come on and she's literally screaming in the camera saying, if you don't gift me now, I'm going to leave the app and I won't. It'll be your fault. She's literally screaming. But going back to the other Chelsea, I quite like her, Evil Chelsea.
I'm actually now friendly with Ian Moore as well, which is quite funny.
I've heard that, and Nick, the old trio's back.
Ian has been, for the last 3 months, Ian has actually been lovely and friendly and wonderful. He's been live, he's spoken to me, he's spoken to my friends on live, he's gone to my friends' lives, he's gifted us.
Yeah.
He's trying to change, which is a good thing, and I'm very proud of him. Yeah,
he has seemed to have changed. I do not understand what was happening with him and that Steve guy. Because, sometimes people edit videos and they make it look like a certain thing. But I heard this from Ian's mouth on YouTube. He said this with no edited. Steve is my husband and we love each other very much.
Yeah, I remember that one. That was a bit weird, yeah.
What? All this time they've been mad. What's going on? It was really weird. Right?
I think he means like he was I think he used the wrong wording. I think he meant friends. And I don't, you know what I mean? I think he's, but he's trying very hard now, and he's not had alcohol in like 4 months. He's doing very well.
That's good, because people do. He has said some horrible, crazy stuff, and
you should try and get him on here. I wonder if you'd do it.
Well, I asked him to come on, and he said I'll have a think about it. And I said it'd be good for you to get your side across and stuff like that of all the stuff that's happened. And he said, yeah, I'll think about it. And he's being really friendly. And then about 2 weeks ago, I messaged him and said, have you thought any more about coming on the podcast? And he said, yeah, I don't want to do it now. And he was like, off with me. And I didn't reply because I thought I can't be able to get into it, but I could tell he was being off with me because he totally changed. And I don't know whether I've said something like that's pissed him off in a video. Or,
I'll have a chat with him next time I'm live with him.
Or because I'm following Steve.
I'll have a little chat with him. I've had little chats with him here and there about things, and I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, it'd be good to get him on. Nick was meant.
I'd like to hear him talk his side of it, because he has it in lives, but he hasn't said everything, obviously.
Yeah, I'd like to get him on, but he just totally changed to me, and I don't know what I've done to upset him, and I thought I can't. But Nick was meant to come on as well, and Nick pulled out on me about an hour before.
I know Nick does that. I've done that. I thought Nick has issues, like he's health issues and things.
Yeah.
Go on. Back to what I was saying about the app, though. Like, one of the biggest things I think happens as well. Like I've now had this video put back up, the one with the knives.
Right.
And it said, they didn't tell me they put it back up. I just found out it was put back up. And it says I've now got a clear account. My account's got no violations, and I've got good standing.
That's good.
But the video itself, when you go into the report for the video, it still says the appeal is processing.
Right.
which I've noticed before, like, you know, Scotty Wartooth,
I don't know. No.
TikTok Jesus.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah, he's been banned multiple times, like properly banned. He's had his account taken down like 10 times now. He always gets it back, but he's had it taken down.
yeah. Right.
And he had one time where he had a week posting ban, and then that stopped, and he got an instant one again, and that stopped. He got an instant one again.
No.
Right. I personally believe that when your strikes are taken off, they're not taken off internally.
Yeah.
So it may say your account's in good standing,
Yeah.
but the strike is still there in the background, but you can't see it.
Yeah. Well, for people that don't that are listening to this and don't even post on TikTok, basically when you get a video removed, which I've noticed, which is why I've been permanently banned so many times,
Yeah.
because you get a video removed and you appeal it, and 90% of the time you win it and you get it back, but it seems to stay on this list, and then eventually you get a notification saying your next violation could, whatever it says, I can't remember, but eventually it will snowball, and at the very end your next violation could get you permanently banned, and then you'll have a video removed and you'll get permanently banned due to all your violations. But when you click on all my violations, I've got like 11. There's only one that's not been appealed. All these have been one. So why are they still on the list of violation? You can get permanently banned for all your violations, even though you've appealed them and won them before.
No, exactly. It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not fair at all.
And this is why the app needs to change. The app needs, like, this is why you need human interaction on this app, because the other thing I found is, like, when you report a problem through the ticket system, they don't respond to it, or if they do, it's a copy and paste.
Yeah.
Like, I've done it where I've had a response, and they've picked up the wrong bit of the. This is why I think it's AI. It's picked up the wrong bit of the message. Yeah. And responded to the bit it thinks it needs to respond to. Yeah. And then you then respond to it with, "Have you read the message properly?" And then you get the same response back.
Yeah, I know. Or you can email that, you message them and say, "I've done this and this and this, and it doesn't work." And then they message back and say, "Do this, this, and this." And I was like, "I've just told you I've done what you just told me to do."
No, exactly. That's it. And the other one that I love is, like, I apply for verification, not because I think I'm famous. It's a huge thing only makes people understand.
How'd you do that?
Because I have so many accounts that are copying me or pretending to be me or harassing me.
Yeah.
That I want people to know that is my account.
Yeah. How'd you do that then?
You send off to verification@tiktok.com.
There you go, peeps.
But they responded to me almost instantly. Again, AI.
Yeah.
I said in an email, I said, the reason why I want it isn't because this, but it's because this, and this. And they responded with, we've checked your account. You don't have enough views going in at the moment for us to warrant you to be verified.
Right.
And sorry, hold on. And because of under the copying thing, report all the accounts. I'm like, there's 400 bloody accounts. You know.
Yeah. I think there's different ways to get verified as well, isn't there? I think if you're like an actual celebrity and you suddenly join TikTok one day, you can get verified.
Oh yeah, Robert Owen's got it now. He got it almost instantly. For example, you know.
Yeah.
I will keep trying. But see, here's the issue. Like now I've got this video that takes down, put back up. I'm getting hardly any views on my videos.
Yeah.
And it's like I'm pretty sure a lot of my old violations have subsequently amounted up to shadow ban, because my videos that I put up are only getting 3,000 views in a week, if that. And then they stay there. They don't even move. I've had videos up since March of diving, since March now, and they haven't gone past 2,000 views.
Yeah, I have always said, I was in a TikTok group called, what was it called? The Cunning Stunts, with loads of different TikTok creators. And collectively, we had like millions of followers. And our videos were just shit on this page, even though we got to like 110,000 really quick. the views were just shit, and I was like, I swear, like it's trying to push you to pay to sponsor the video.
There's that too. I think it's doing that as well. And the app, I've learned that unless you're massive or you're famous or unless you're verified, it doesn't push your stuff out. And one of the biggest things that pisses me off, one of the biggest things that pisses a lot of people off, is let's say someone's harassing you, and I go to report the problem to fix it. Unless you got the blue tick, I can't put your name down as you being harassed.
Really?
Yeah.
Like I said earlier, there's only a handful of times where I've tried to report someone because they've already overstepped the mark, and it always says that they haven't done anything wrong.
No, but like the one thing yesterday about the cartoon pornography.
Mm.
And what's that on now? That's now on. That video is now on. Let's have a look, shall we? Just out of interest. And that video is now on 9.6 million likes.
Yeah. And for those that don't know what you're talking about, what is it?
Pornography, hentai pornography.
Yeah. So that must have been reported a few times. You got that?
I've reported it. It's thrown back. I sent you the report. It's thrown back as not against our guidelines.
Yeah, I meant that must have been like mass report. If it's got so many likes and stuff, a lot of people have seen it.
It's not actually on the profile anymore, but it's still on the app, so people are still seeing it. It's still going through the For You page.
It's mental. So,
and I'm also part of the TikTok Shop Rising Stars group.
Yeah.
And I've spoken to them about this as well. So I've tried doing stuff on the TikTok Shop. So like I did the water bottle.
Yeah.
And within 2 hours, that got a strike on that because I apparently used a link outside the app, which I didn't. It took them 5 days to get that back up and running again.
Yeah.
Now I'm not making anything off it. No one's bought anything from it. But if I was, that would have ruined my reputation.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's how Dan Sprague's got verified, to be honest, because obviously he's a big creator and he's like works hard. But I think him doing the shop as well, I think that's helped.
Well, Right Guy Reviews has now got verified. It's like, well, what the fuck does he do? He doesn't do anything. He just sits there.
That's ridiculous. I can't stand that guy anyway.
He was
mentalist.
He was bullying with the other guy a while ago with when everyone, I can't remember who he was bullying against, but it was the whole thing about, oh, why are people doing this? Why are people doing that? You know.
He's done loads of shit. He drove for 4 hours down the motorway to rip someone's head off or something.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, how do you get verified when he did all that? Like, he clearly broke the guidelines. Again, example.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't know how he's got verified. That's a very strange one, that is. I don't know if he's tried to pay somehow. Fuck knows. I didn't want to know because obviously
when I got banned originally, all I had was you've broken the guidelines, and our email to them was, what guidelines did we break?
Yeah, that's what I always say.
And they never respond to that. They never give you that answer. And it's like,
yeah,
you know.
The biggest account I lost was nearly 70k, and eventually I spoke to someone and said it's been banned due to security policy, and I was like, what does that mean? And then they just said the same thing again.
I like my friend. I've got a friend. I've got a friend on the app called Chloe. She's a very sweet girl. She's 22 on the autistic spectrum, right? And she got her account banned for being underage.
Right.
They banned her from live a few times.
Yeah.
She had 130,000 followers. It was a release for her. It was something to help her with her anxiety and everything, help her get more confident. They banned her for being underage, even though she sent them her ID like 4 or 5 times.
Okay.
Right? With us, we've had your account has been deactivated, which means they can reactivate it if they really want to, which they have done, like in the past with me or with Scotty or whoever. Yeah. Her account was, we deem you to be underage, therefore your account has been terminated. Yeah,
so it's totally gone, no matter what.
Yeah. they cannot recover her account now.
Yeah, that's not fair at all, is it?
That to me, doing that to someone who's got ASD, who's using it to help them get through things, that's actually that should be a criminal offence. That's, and yeah, it sounds a bit harsh, but it's TikTok we're talking about. That should be a red flag for anyone looking on this app.
Yeah. So she started again, or she just left now?
She has. I did talk to her about that. So I think it's probably a good thing in the long run, because I think if people did meet you in the street, you'd probably have a panic attack. But do you know what I mean? It's still,
Yeah.
you know, it's still ridiculous that the app would do that to her.
Yeah, that's not fair at all.
Like there's another one, ASD girl in America called Nicole, Sounds of the Forest. She's like 25. She had her account banned for the first time 2 months ago, and it really knocked her out of whack.
Yeah.
Like she was panicking. She had anxiety attacks. She had everything. The app doesn't give a shit. The app's meant to be all, oh, we promote mental health. We promote mental health. But then when it comes to mental health, they screw you over.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't imagine what it'd be like for someone like that. Obviously, you got your routine and stuff like that, and then everything's just gone. People outside looking in, they're like, don't have so much sympathy sometimes. Like when I've been banned, I've got well, now I'm back with my son now, but before I lived in the middle of the countryside, no friends or family in there, didn't see anyone, didn't do anything. The only bit of enjoyment I had was to go on TikTok. So when you get banned, it does affect your life.
No, when I got banned, that time I got banned, it, like, I had to deal with it. I made a backup account. I used a backup account, but it really fucked me over.
Yeah.
Because I know I did nothing wrong. I knew I did nothing wrong. And the fact that 5 months later they came back with, oh, we realize there are no violations on your account, we're giving you your account back. Then why fucking ban me in the first place?
Yeah, that's mad.
I have that email saying, we've seen no violation on your account. Okay, why take 5 months?
Yeah. The other thing I've been getting is I've got a video in appeal for over 2 weeks now, and it's still in appeal. It's taking forever. Are you getting that?
Well, I put into the comment, when they took my video down, I sent them a ticket. Let's see if I can find it. Hold on, where is it? I sent them yesterday when my video got taken down. I said, you allow, because I did get about knives, wasn't it? So I said, you allow chefs to show knives, you allow woodworkers to show blades, you allow the viral ice balloon poppers to show blades. Why are you discriminating against me? Get a human to look at the video and report. I did not do anything that could be classed as dangerous, sort your artificial intelligence out, and release my video, and stop shadow banning me while we're at it.
Yeah.
You know, they don't respond to anything. I did one about, so you know, my first dive video I put up on YouTube.
Yeah.
I put that on a 10-minute video. I cut it down a little bit more, put it onto TikTok to try and put a 10-minute video to see what happens.
Yeah.
Sound removed because it's music that isn't on TikTok's website.
Yeah.
So that to me is ridiculous, because that's saying, okay, so you can't bring yourself across from YouTube to TikTok, yet you won't show. What's the point of me putting out a 10-minute video if you won't even throw out my 30-second videos?
Yeah, that's true. I've had, because I do music, I put my music from YouTube onto TikTok, and they said it's copyright. And I'm like, yeah. I wrote the song.
Like, I think, like, I don't think the music in the video is what got it. I think it was the intro music.
Okay.
The intro music is copyrighted to me. It was made by a company in America. I have the copyright to that. But TikTok don't see that.
Yeah. I think with those things, anyone listening, I found a way around it where you put the TikTok music on, but then turn it down.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
TikTok thinks you're using that music, and you've got the normal music that you want, and then you've got the one underneath. So,
I didn't think of that. That's not bad. That's not a bad shout. I should have done that. But I did it for actually because it 10 minutes. I did it through the website. So
yeah.
and then the other thing is, like, I try to push people over to my YouTube.
Yeah.
So I've done like 5 or 6 videos of my newest video. I said, if you want to see more of this, go to YouTube. And because I'm saying YouTube, the algorithm realizes that and cuts that down as well. I've been talking to someone about this, a lawyer, not someone who I'm actually working with, just someone out of general interest. And he's a lawyer for Twitch.
Right.
And he said to me that when they cut down the views when you're saying another network, that actually goes against competition rules.
Yeah.
In the UK. So if you're saying, for example, hey, look at my new video on YouTube, or go look at my Instagram, or look at my link tree or whatever, they're actually breaking UK law because they're.
Yeah. But why do they give you the option to link your YouTube and Instagram in your bio?
Fuck knows.
That's why I do believe what you're saying, because that is true. The fact.
And if I promote someone, like I did a video of my friend doing these fake cakes, and I've promoted one of her videos, and the only people who've seen that video on the analytics are people who know me.
Yeah, so no one on the For You page.
Nothing on the For You page. And I did a test video a while ago. If you see this and you don't know me and you are not a friend of mine or you're not a follower of mine, please like or comment. I looked through all the likes, over 400 likes, and they all said follow back. And I hadn't had any new followers.
Yeah, I do think it's trying to push people to sponsor the video.
But see, there's the other thing though. If we sponsor the video, so let's say I paid for, I don't know, 50,000 extra views.
Really expensive, by the way.
That's about £30.
Not on TikTok, it's not.
No, whatever it is. But I would only get back.
Yeah, go on.
A tenth of that through views.
Yeah.
So there's no point. I had 2 viral videos. I've had 2 viral videos that only had 700,000 views, but 2 viral videos. I want to be jumping in the water the first time at Gildenberg, and the one that was really stupid, which was me just going, which was a attractiveness calculator. And I took the piss out of myself.
Yeah.
Right. 700,000 views each. I made £11 per video.
Yeah, I've never.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, people say YouTube's bad, but YouTube is a lot harder. I thought I've been posting a lot.
YouTube is a lot harder. If you hit YouTube right, you can make a mint on it, but you've got to hit it right.
Mm.
You can get a 5-figure income from YouTube if you hit it right.
Yeah, I think YouTube's a bit more lax, isn't it?
The one of the things, one thing I hate about the app mainly is, like, if I wanted to make merchandise, if I wanted to use the app like other people are using it, and I wanted to start making people, give me gifts and stuff. I don't want people to give me gifts unless they actually like my content. I'm not going to sit there and go, hey, give me gifts. That's not my way. But if you like my content, feel free, you kind of thing. But if I started doing that, instantly people start saying, why are you begging for money?
Yeah.
And it's not begging, it's how the app runs.
Yeah.
Like Mel Moon, I love Mel to bits. Mel was doing a video the other day where she was trying to get all these new things, these new gifts, and people were throwing them at her, which is perfect. That's the point of that system, to do that. That's how you're supposed to do it. But people would look at that and go, why are you begging for cash?
Yeah, I know. That's
how the app works. The only thing I love about the only thing they have done, which is good, like I've got tips now in my bio, so you can send me tips through my thing. It says you can't send tips unless you're 18 and above.
Yeah.
It should be the same for gifts. Minors should not be able to gift, let alone, because they can't receive gifts, they shouldn't be able to give gifts. And you shouldn't be able to give any any money through anything unless you're over the age of 18. Because all you get from people when you start asking for gifts is, oh, you're exploiting the children. You're exploiting the children.
I know. I mean, if you really got a problem with gifts, you need to take up TikTok, like we said earlier. That's or just, I don't know. It's just weird.
I like with my Cameo. Like I do my Cameo, and I promote Cameo in my live sometimes. When people go, oh, can you do shout out to me? Yeah, sure. Go to my Cameo. Oh, why do you have to pay for it? Because it's a service. You don't go to the chip shop and go, I'll give it to me for free because I've come in here to say hello to you.
I know. People just can't get their head around it. And I think it's in years.
And looking back on it now, Ian was very clever with his shout outs thing on PayPal. Like he was very clever, and he was doing Cameo before Cameo even became a big thing. I said this to him yesterday in a live. Yeah. I said, you actually did really well with that because that was very clever.
Well, that's the first time I saw Ian, and he used to be so fucking funny. The way he'd read these, and the people would just say weirder and weirder stuff, and he'd just say it with a straight face.
And I told him yesterday, so I was in live with him and my friend yesterday. I said that, yeah, even when me and him weren't talking, I had someone come up to me on a request a Cameo from me saying, can you say my friends come out as a 42-inch microwave or whatever it was? And I responded with declined it, and I went, I don't do this sort of thing, but go to Ian Moore for that. So even though I had a problem with Ian at the time, I still said, you know what? No, I don't think that's right. You should still get that credit for it because that's your thing.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you made up now. Why did you fall out?
Oh, because Ian will tell you he's right. It's the trolls. The trolls. He believed what the trolls are saying. Like the famous video of me laughing at his dead dog, which he now knows was edited.
Right.
You know, and he believed that was a genuine video. But he now knows that, you know, all this stuff is. We've had chats about it. He now knows that it's all the trolls, and we've had long chats, and he does get how the internet works now. He understands that, you know.
Yeah, I couldn't really imagine you doing that.
No, I'm not that kind of person. I mean, you know, it's like it's just the fact that people do that and make someone believe that is what gets me.
Yeah.
Do
you remember when Donald Trump was trying to ban TikTok, and then people were trying to buy it, like, and there was rumors of Facebook buying it, Microsoft buying it?
Yeah.
I wish like even Facebook bought it, because at least on Facebook and Instagram and stuff like that, you get a problem, you can actually speak.
Oh no, agreed. No, of course. But like, I want to make, last thing before this shuts down, because it's 2 minutes.
Yeah.
The one thing I really want to do is I want to lobby the government to do a thing where not like say, oh, shut down apps. Yeah. But I think there should be an attitude where there should be a point of contact within a company.
Yeah.
So if you complain, you get a response by a human being, not from an AI or anything like that. And the turnaround, a good turnaround to me, would be 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Anything past 2 weeks, that should then be flagged as, okay, then there's an issue.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. And the other thing with people saying that it's a kids app, but if you look, I think it's 13 plus, I think it's 12 plus now.
Yeah, 13 plus, you have to be 18 to be on the creator fund, you have to be 16 to go live. And
Snapchat, TikTok, Twitter, like every single app you can think of, they're all 13 plus.
Yeah, but the kids took over during lockdown. Now lockdown's over, you notice that everything's gone down. No one's using the app anymore because there's no reason to. Yeah. Which is not really why views have dropped.
We've got like 10 seconds, I think. So yeah. Fuck off, kids.
I'll catch you. We'll do this again.
Thank you, Joe. Take care, mate.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye. Bye.